Taurus, welcome to your new moon solar eclipse reading in Libra for October 14th, 2023. The direction this reading is going is the honoring path. That's really nice. 7 may be that it may be a bit unexpected, so sorry if I ruin a surprise. And intention, which is obvious. With the honoring path is that you may receive some honors yourself, something unexpected, some kudos for a job well done, but it's also the energy of honoring yourself. So if you've been working extra hard lately or doing a lot, then maybe it's time for you to do something nice for yourself. But it can also be rewards and recognition for something that you've done or something you're about to do. That's also possible. Number 7 again is relates to the planet Uranus, so it can be a surprise, or you can even surprise yourself by thinking outside of the box. It's not a cookie cutter number. It's quite unique, actually. So maybe maybe honoring your uniqueness. That's also possible here. All right, so that's the direction that the reading is going in. And for you, you have the Justice card for your personal focus at this time. Now, the Justice card. Well, let's read it here for you. This card says justice, law, karma, equality, and decision. For me, it has a lot to do with the portion in the Egyptian Book of the Dead where you come up against, you come to a point where your heart is weighed against a feather, and if your heart is as light as a feather, you get to move on. This is about balance, right? Balancing your emotions, balancing your thoughts, your actions, living in balance. It's associated with Libra, and Libra, the scales. It's a very karmic card indeed. What you give out is what you receive. And it seems to me that you've been giving out something really great and wonderful because you get the honoring path card, right? And so, again, to honor yourself and to be honored. Nice. I think they go along very well. All right, so let's see what's going on for you. Wow. Okay, you have the Libra card, which is, again, also Libra is associated with the Justice card. This is the King of Swords. He is probably somebody who has sharp features, so pointy nose, high cheekbones, sharp cheekbones. They can be quite long and spindly. They don't have to be. Their eyes could be kind of sharp and like fierce or eagle eye kind of energy, right? Little points at the end there. They work with the intellect. They are the master of their mental world. Rarely does sentimentality enter their decision making. I'm not saying they're not sentimental or they're not kind or warm or that sort of thing. When it comes to making decisions, they look to facts and figures, right? Okay. Now, these people are often associated with lawyers, the law, the military, police, mediators, judges, that sort of energy. It's very militaristic, regimented way of thinking. And that's what I mean, facts and figures. That's these people. Sometimes in relationships they can feel a bit distant or cold. That's just their energy, right? Some people can handle it, some people can't. And I think they can be quite difficult sometimes, but, you know, again, everybody has their positive and negative traits. And the negative trait of this would be sort of a cooler, more distant kind of energy, a bit aloof sometimes. Maybe not as much as Aquarius. Aquarius is the aloof sign, but, you know, that can factor in as well. This may be in a work situation. The Three of Pentacles, this can be somebody that you're collaborating with or cooperating with, because this is the collaboration card, the Three of Pentacles. This can be on something creative, but the nice thing about this card for me is that there can be some really wonderful creative solutions that come out of this pairing, out of this collaboration with this person. You may be, or this person may be getting instruction from others, or you may be getting instruction from them. But it is creative solutions, and we can be putting into practice something that we have just learned, because this is also the apprenticeship card. So it can be a first for some of you, right? The first time I did this practice, or the first time I painted this painting. It does have a creative energy because it's number 3, but you know, creative solutions. It doesn't have to be painting or you know, sculpting or whatever, or architecture. It doesn't matter what it is, but there are creative solutions that come along with this, and probably very logically so, because of the logic of the King of Swords. How are you behaving? You're behaving as the Ten of Swords. This is the end of suffering. It's the end of difficult mental situations. 10, the frequency of 10 is the end of a situation while beginning something new simultaneously. In this card, your perception is really important, because is this dusk or dawn, right? Is it the end of the situation, or can you perceive a new day is dawning? And for me, this card also means he's holding like a little 2 fingers up here, like a peace sign. And we're looking for mental peace here. We're just looking for some mental, quiet energy as we move into this new cycle. It is the card of I'm done. It's up. It's over. I can't do anymore. I can't think anymore. I can't. Enough is enough. I'm done. You might be dealing with some back problems or neck stiffness or that sort of thing here. This can also be physical pain. I do suggest stretching, but let's see what's going on here. I mean, it can be more than that, but stretching is definitely, yeah, there's physical and mental distress here. You have 2 3s, so there can be creative solutions. I mean, this may even be an acupuncturist. Chinese medicine is very logical. And it might be something you consider if you are having some physical pain. The 3 of Swords is the separation card. It is something difficult that has happened, and it causes our mental and physical bodies to kind of become exhausted when we reach that 10 of Pentacles. But again, the 10 of Pentacles is the end of a situation. So the 3 of Swords is actually bringing you the ability to renew, rebuild, revitalize. It's after, so the 2 of Swords is the cut that was made, but the 3 of Swords is coming to terms with it and rebuilding, right? Renewing ourselves, renewing our mental. There can be some bad weather where you are. The 3 of Swords can be inclement weather. But it is definitely also the feeling of being separate, separation. And, you know, even if you are with people or you're still with your spouse or your partner, whether that's work or romantic, there can just be this feeling of separation. You may be sitting right next to the person, but you feel separate from them, right? There's just that bond is sort of fading, or it's loose. But this is how you're dealing with the situation. So I do feel like, well, let's go further, because there's more to go here. You got the pair. You have the King and the Queen of Swords. Woo! Now, This is kind of heavy energy, I think. The Queen of Swords is somebody, she's this is the Aquarius card, Virgo card for me. But it's still somebody who is highly critical and uses critical thinking, right? So it doesn't always have to be negative. Sometimes we need to use critical thinking. Um, but everybody's got a sword here. Those are fighting words, you know what I mean? And you're kind of in the center here. I don't know if you are playing mediator. Maybe there's a couple that's having some difficulty and you're helping them out, whether that's physical difficulty or someone's separating. That's also possible here. But again, this person or these people, this Queen of Swords, is going to have sharp features as well. High cheekbones, a pointed nose, very angular person, probably very thin and refined, but they don't always have to be, but there is a refinement with that Queen of Swords. She can be harsh with her words. Now, the King of Swords, yeah, he can use his words to speak the truth. The Queen of Swords, she's a little more critical. Well, she believes wholeheartedly what she says because this is her truth. It is her truth, right? So that doesn't make it the truth. They can cut people and situations off without a thought. I think the Queen of Swords can be one of the more cruel um, energies of the suits. Um, she, in no uncertain terms, will tell you her truth and won't spare the words, right? She's brutally honest. Well, you know what? This can be a good friend. This can be actually somebody who tells you the truth that helps you to see situations. It is the honest truth. I mean, she'll lay it out there, but it may be something that you needed to hear because the sun is enlightenment, right? I've made things clear for you. She holds the sword of truth. So I've made things clear for you, whether that's her clarity or her truth or the situation at hand. But there is illumination that comes with it when the sun is there. And this could be a good friend, right? Now, I have a Queen of Swords friend. She's got my back. She has my back, 100%. If somebody talks badly about me or to me or says something wrong or does something wrong, she in certain terms draws her sword and says what she needs to say. But it is the truth, it's her truth, and she believes it wholeheartedly. So it can be somebody who comes to your defense as well. Now, we are looking at swords, so maybe this is a lawyer of some sort who comes to your defense where maybe a separation or a divorce is concerned. That's also possible here with this pairing. Very interesting. If you were helping somebody through their divorce or through a breakup of some sort, you could be kind of taking on too much energy of it as well and become really kind of tired from it with that Ten of Swords and just be like, you know, I'm kind of done with the situation. I'd rather not be in the middle of it. Okay, there's some new beginnings here. This is nice. There's some new beginnings. Okay. Well, this is interesting. This is a passionate card. The Ace of Wands is a new passion that can come along, and if you choose to take this new passionate path, it can be things that dreams are made of. And again, you have that Three of Pentacles here. So the Three of Pentacles is a creative card. So you may be going forward with a passion of yours, right? Something that you've always kind of wanted to do. Remember, this new moon brings new beginnings. So it's very possible that that you make a mental decision, right, through your logic and reason and say, okay, this is something that I want to do. Let me go in this direction. New beginnings with that Ace of Wands. it is my autumn timing card. So the timing is probably close or now if you want to do something fairly quickly. It's also um, it's passions. Okay, so that can also go sexually as well. Something is being offered here, the Knight of Pentacles. Something is being offered. It's a good firm offer, but it may take some time, or timing is important. And remember, I just said we are in autumn timing. This is pointing to some autumn timing. And so it's very possible that this is an important period where it's time to get started, unless you wait for a year. That's also possible too. Maybe you're planning things for a year. Maybe you're a little bit tired to get started too quickly. That Knight of Pentacles knows good timing, and that's what I mean by it's important. Timing is important. He knows when to plant, he knows when to harvest. And so maybe you're a little bit tired and the timing is off for you at the moment. Sometimes the Knight of Pentacles can be procrastinating, but there's always something going on because of that procrastination. And it's very possible that the procrastination is coming to an end now, especially with that Ten of Swords. Maybe you have been procrastinating up until now, and now it's the time. But you have something very firm to offer because this is you and how you're dealing with the situation. So you're behaving as the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay. Now this Queen of Swords can be somebody who's in a position of power as well. I have the Emperor card with it, and so this is the authority card. She is often somebody who is in a managerial position, probably because she can speak the hard truths to people easier than maybe the Queen of Cups or even the Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, I think, can do it pretty well as well. But anyway, the Emperor can be a father figure, somebody in authority, and you may be placed in a position of authority with that Sun card too, because the Sun is somebody who is in the spotlight. So you may be put in a spotlight here. Now remember, let's have, this is the honoring path, remember? And so the spotlight very much could be on you. It could be through a boss or somebody in authority, or you get to be put into a position of authority or become the boss of something. You may be this Queen of Swords through your hard mental labor. You are honored in some way. That's also possible here. But it's a lot of mental energy. It's a lot of mental energy and creative, because you have 2 3s as well. 3 is a creative energy. It feels to me like you get what you deserve in the best possible way because of your hard work, because of your creative ideas, the creative path, your passions. It all sort of culminates a little bit. And so you can't have 2 Kings of Swords, right? These are adult and mature air mental energies in people. And so you come up maybe as both, right? At the beginning or in the first phase, you're using the King of Swords, so you're using facts and figures and that sort of thing. And the Queen of Swords is just reiterating that, basically. Especially with the Emperor and the Sun that are aspecting the Queen of Swords. This shows you in your best mental light, as far as I'm concerned. So hard work accomplishes big things for whoever it is you're dealing with or helping out. Okay? It seems to have taken its toll on you a little bit with the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, or maybe you had to be far away from loved ones or family, or even if it was just a mental distance that you were keeping. I think you've worked hard for it. Thank you, Taurus. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. This is eclipse season, so this can last a while. Doesn't have to, but whatever gets started here is maybe something that can go on for up to 6 months to a year. So keep that in mind. Thank you for listening. Take good care. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi again, Taurus. I'm sorry, I forgot to do what Spirit wants you to know. So let me just add that here on top. I knew there was something that I was missing, but I, I just went past it. So forgive me. Okay, wow, you have the messenger card. So this is not a card that's in the normal tarot deck. It's something that they are, that the person who created this deck threw in, that's not the right thing to say, added in. And so I'm just going to read what it says because there is no particular tarot meaning for it. But it is your spirit guides. On the positive aspect. On the negative aspect, it can be ignorance, protection, divine signs. So definitely look out for for symbols and signs. Disregard and unreceptive. So I think after your reading, I think this is something a little more positive, but it's always up to you to decide what that is. Okay, it's a good one though, I think. Thanks for listening. Take good care.